How do you feel that this time around, right? Like, I hear it in your voice. I sense the energy. I'm telling you, if my father can do it, you can do it, and I know that you will do it. How do you feel that your NDE influence will help you with your recovery path this time around when you go to rehab?
I can't explain the change in my mindset. I don't know what the influence is. I've heard the same things for so long. I've had the same women telling me the same thing for so long. My son, my mom, ex-girlfriends. I can't explain the change, this sudden
Within
change
you that you feel.
within me. I can't explain it. It's just like when I first really believed in God. I don't know how to happen. All of a sudden, it was just there.
It just
You
happens.
know,
It
it
just
just
happens.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. All I know is that if you focus on past mistakes and focus on what you hate about yourself, you're not going to grow. You're not
Can't
going to
do
change.
that. Cannot
Can't do
do
it. Can't do
that.
it. And alcohol, just like any drug, is like any addiction, sex, whatever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not the problem. What's the problem? What's the problem? Why do you have to have this?
Hmm.
So you got to find the problem, And I found that it was self-hatred.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know
that.
why. Guilt, guilt, and you got to fucking get rid of that guilt.
Or an idea of what you envisioned your life was supposed to be like,
Right,
right? And
right,
understanding that you're still serving a bigger purpose. It's just
100%.
not it's just not the way that you envisioned it in your monkey brain, right?
But at the same time,
Maybe
we're not what we see ourselves as being. We
that's what
don't
I'm
see ourselves the way anyone else sees us.
right, right. But
And
but in
that's the
your
other
head,
thing.
right? Because I had
Right,
that
right,
too.
right. You're in your head, and
You
this is
you
what this is
you
what I.
were you were young. You were a hot guy.
Right,
You're working in film. You're working
right.
in modeling, right? In your head, you were just like, I'm gonna be maybe a famous celebrity, right? And I didn't get there. I am so far from this image that I had in my head when I was 20 years old, and that's part of that failure kind of complex that we all carry with ourselves.
Well, that's and I will no. I don't. I'm sure that might be something, but that's not me. I always felt like I was faking everything I ever did.
Because you
I
didn't
felt
have
like
it,
a
because
fraud.
you weren't doing anything you really loved at that point, right? Because
I
that
felt
did
like a
that have been it?
fraud. I felt like a fraud.
Yeah.